with that many players, that's, you know, you're taking those salvos away. But Cruz now tucks himself neatly into a corner, so he keeps those salvos online. Meanwhile, the rest of the team from Talon has to march back in from main. They managed to do just that, but still, in towards Secret and Dugout, there is a bit of contention. Jesse Vash still pretty much alive, at least until Jeremy comes back in. Nothing too much from either side.
Yeah, and just in this eco round as well, Killua still holding both Prowlers. Generally, you would see them, you know, thrown in towards A. They may even are going to challenge over towards that area, or Haunts and Seas that have already been used. So just in numbers at the moment. Pistols, Quack to find a little bit of damage.
Yeah, at least working together. Team Secret at the same time. I mean, they're the ones, you know, not fully committing to either side. Despite the information that they've gained. So just kind of challenging the Pistols, trying to take as much away as possible.
Yeah, and it's just utilizing the time quite nicely as well to see if there's going to be any shenanigans, let Talon overthink things a little bit potentially, which for right now, I mean, a 3 versus 3 when you've gone into this round with Classics, you're starting to feel okay in terms of damage.
Yeah, just a bit. Not too bad. Thai, though, does pick up the Bulldog, and that is a little bit of damage against Jeremy. 3 guns already robbed away. Jesse Vash will clean things up at the end. Well, but it's going to be Jeremy in with the round 3 dimensional drift to gather further information. Bit of a flash coming out, and he's trying to catch Jit Boys. Clone kind of ignored, but still, damage found. Killua in with a trade just to try to hold around connector.
Yeah, it's nicely done, but what do you look to do now? You've got 2 players still coming up from the sewers in towards an Arc Crunch, and you do also have Thai playing in the back of Dugout. Some smokes towards the site start to happen, though.
Okay, at least the salvos will get sent through. Ooh, and as soon as the salvo gets sent out, TUG thinks that that's where the tail might be positioned. Lo and behold, it's just going to be Killua watching the angle. So a good kill being picked up, as well as the Prowler just to check closer back towards Art. Talon trying to do their due diligence, but at the same time, Envy has his sights trained in to the site. Still though, okay, Thai kind of sneaking past, but Jesse Vash has snuck up right behind him as well. Good little flash out, and that's going to be another pick. Team Secret working alongside the numbers now. Talon might have the sight, but a bit of a tap is not going to be enough. Swaps on over, but look at Killua! Swings along a swivel, just goes full turret mode for the ace. What is that? That is with the spike getting tapped in. The Nightfall instantly sent out. Prowler just to check. We're looking at a potential peek pretty soon. Bit of a flash, blindside out. The clone just to check. Throw off the crosshair placement. Wild Ario at least will redeem himself from the previous round with a double kill, but Permi fires back with an outlaw as well. Off towards Art, and that's Jit Boys taking further position away from Team Secret. Forces 2GE to try to march up. Envy, though, pulls up a bit of a spin of his own and goes into a Beyblade, being able to...
It's all kind of grouping together at the moment through Art, through double doors. See if these pistols can just tap away.
Ooh, it's going to be the outlaw that taps away instead, Komodo.
Not bad. Not bad. Still going for a bit of a challenge, though.
You know, whenever we get multi, that feels like cannibalism, hunting my own brethren? I don't know.
Well, just the tail end of this round. No ace going to be achievable for Wild Oreo, but there is some damage at least at the end of this one for Talon. They're going to get you know, some dollary dues. There's going to be an ult available in the next round. More importantly, though, I think...
But then Sniper being found on the other side as well. So that's Premi on the op. Instantly gate crashes into safety, receiving contact towards B long. On towards A main as well then. Talon continues to sprint
deep individually to get back in towards this round, and it's one of these positions where you kind of need to give your opponents in Team Secret the jewels to win, and well, that's exactly what happened.
Who got almost, well, or practically an ace back from kickoffs. Still in the same spot, he does find that kill. But off of that, thinking that that one kill might have pulled some rotations over, Team Secret head back into the B site where Primi has his crosshairs zeroed in.
Yeah.
Headshot through, but then a crouch peek out from Jeremy to find the headshot right back. Down to Jit Boys, Cruz arriving on scene as well. Can they do it? It is all down to Jeremy. He has to find the frags, and he does find the opener. On to the next, and Armageddon sent through as well, but he gets the spike down just in the nick of time. Dimensional drift away to find Killua. Does figure out where he is. Continues to toy with his positioning. Killua having the ace from before, feeling confident, but now feeling the pressure in towards Halls. Where could they be? Finds the first, and then sidesteps away from the next. He knows exactly where Jesse Vash is. Rookie versus Unk, and Rookie wins this time! Talon, Killua just greets everyone on the server once again.
Which is this, an early challenge from Primi, but not going too far forward.
Oh yeah, just holding up around the doors, but at the same time, straight into Art. Okay, Primi instantly deletes 2GE, but that's the go signal from Team Secret.
And now it's going to be the pause from Talon. They've got the advantage. They don't actually need to push forward and give the fight over to Team Secret.
Hence, Thai just kind of holding out towards Dugout for now. Repositions in towards Secret and spots Jeremy out with a tap. A second tap on towards Envy's skull. And that's going to be Jesse Vash trying to regress back in from main, from stairs. Is it going to be enough though? Not quite. The spike's down in the dirt. Wild Oreo with an up at this range. It's just a little bit too tough. Primi, who always to question how Team Secret might be feeling in their heads right now, because it's some of these rounds where playing reserve, they actually find success. Then playing aggressive, they kind of start to falter a bit. But as soon as they play even more reserve, that's where Primi gets away with daylight robbery like this. Primi gets the kill, Cruz for the next, Wild Oreo for the trade. A lot of space afforded around the A site, and great reads being pulled out by Talon. Look at the minimap. Vies, the Jit Boys, he's circling all the way around from behind, and the longer the Team Secret takes, the more space that he gets to cover. Primi back in with the op, and that's the second kill for the guy.
Well, Dimensional Drift, a minute left on the clock, and he's going to throw a little bit of worry towards the side of Team Secret, pinging out both of them. But this is just buying time for that flank that you mentioned here, getting your teammate onto the line. Thai's going to come out from Flowers as well. Actually, oh, wow, this is not what you would expect in this situation.
Needs to kind of triangulate where they might be and look for the isolated duels. Unexposed duels as well, but look at how Envy quick and fleet-feeted.
This composition really needs to kind of find its footing in and showcase its strengths towards.
Whoa. Okay, well, mid to late round or not, at least the opening pick, oh wow, goes the way of Wild Oreo at that range as well. Good little right-click, scoped in.
Take flight.
And it forces Talon to rethink, to refill that space around Art as well as mid-doors. As that happens, Team Secret back into A. Thai has always been playing that position, and they're looking to challenge him. Expecting to peek out from mid-doors as well. Envy finds another.
Great patience from Team Secret. Just against the eco, playing in towards the deeper lines. You know that it is the pistols now as well, so you kind of start to shift towards the A site, get all the information as 2G. It's not.
Still just trying to look for any potential pickup. Would be an off point or two for Primi at least, but ooh. A little bit quiet from the fella just for now. Oh. Bit of a simple flick from Thai, at least, but still, some of the Vi's utility, for example, they've encountered it before. But wow.
30 seconds to go, and this is going to be the go time for everybody to dump a lot of these ultimates in towards the A site. Before the spike even being planted by Mike out, it's 4 so far.
And it's just everything dumped into this A site. The Hunter's Fury, though, does do its job, and at the same time for Envy to find a bit of a frag. With that, a lot of space on the other end of the Cosmic Divide, though. Talon looks to set themselves up. The spike will get planted, but can Team Secret stabilize? That is the question. Bit of an op. Cruz with possible utility coming online as well. Jit Boys just trying to get ahead, but instantly gunned down. Gotta imagine where some of the Team Secret players could be playing as well, so just setting up for some of it, but on the timing, Envy with the peaks, a quad kill being picked up.
The Steel Garden for Envy can be quite powerful if they're afforded a lot of time and position, gather an ability. You know, if Talon are spotted in towards mid-doors or spotted over peeking in towards Art was going to be my second one as Primi just does that. It makes it quite difficult for Talon to get a good read at the moment.
Yeah, very much so. Read or no read, they just haven't been having a good time, especially in the early phases of the round. And with that now, a full B site hit coming through. Armageddon to deter it though.
Oh, Envy, is he actually stuck here? Yes, he is, unfortunately. And 2GE down for the count as well. Good little individual brilliance from Cruz. Tejo just providing the destruction, and with 20 seconds to go, you're going to have to bully your way into this as Team Secret.
That's exactly what they're looking to do. Just throw their heads in for bits of swirlies or just to hurl some verbal attacks down in towards Team Secret's way. Still though, you got no utility. Trying to play around it, and that's exactly it. Without the utility, it's definitely going to be a little bit tough, but still Wild Oreo looking to shoot his way out of this range. Swaps over onto the Headhunter and does find the pick. Okay. Trip right underneath just to get some information. Killa goes to stick it halfway and gets off just in time to find the headshot against Wild Oreo. Play.
Yeah.
Dimensional drift, Gate crashes back into B.
Get him interested over towards the A site, come over towards B where it'll look to be a little bit weaker, though Primi starting things off by finding Wild Oreo. Again, time! Sub 30 seconds!
And with that as well, a bit more pressure in the backs of Talon's minds. 2GE gets to strike while the iron is hot from behind. A huge flank, and that just pulls the attention away for the spike to go down. Team Secret continue to make quick work of the map, and it forces Primi to send his crosshair back and forth, looking for the next flick. Takes down Jesse Vash now and does soften the side up for the rest of his team. Jeremy tries to keep them away with the flash, but it's not going to be enough. Primi with his own blindside, his own dimensional drift now, and he pushes all of Team Secret further back and away. 2G, try as he might, it's not going to be enough. Jitboy, I think his decisions, his guided salvos are something that's going to be very needed, especially if his team goes to post plant.
Well, the traps are here, and you're going to have to try and respect them at the moment, but a great haunt, you're going to try and extend and overwhelm him. That gets squandered.
Okay. Talon look for an opportunity. Team Secret with their positioning though so far back. At the same time, a bit of a flank coming through from Wild Oreo, but it's not necessarily needed with how Jesse Vash is able to play. But look at Killua! A bit of a skewer as he finds two. Straight on in with a straight line. Envy now trying to get himself out of dugout. Still spotted by Killua.
You've not seen the chamber, Wild Oreo. You've got to expect a flank.
Yeah, at least thinking about it. They're sitting comfortably with that spike down, Komodo. And Killua just continues to play around the positions, and there it is! Flank instantly spotted and found, but a bit of a swing too wild from Cruz, and Wild Oreo with the Headhunter will find the damage that is needed.
And that's better fashion, and both are pistols in this map, which is just going to further extend a good lead for him.
Wow, but as you say that, a bit of a force coming out from Talon, still instantly disrespected by Jeremy. A shot found through, and he gate crashes back into safety. Still though, Talon looking to commit into the site, or at least to force some reactions out. They send that little fake out clone all the way through in towards stairs, where Envy will be met with a lot of contact. Jitboy's in with a stinger.
So never mind that one right there. You do need to try and see what these stingers and what this Spectre can do, because they actually can make this work.
Especially when Primi is watching the back positions, crouches underneath, and that's 2GE deleted away from the roster. Jitboy's now with the Spectre, finding another shot through. Going in for the full tap though, Jesse Vash gets it down halfway, gets off just in time. Spectre, Bulldog, the shots all found by Team Secret. Talon to find a way back into the game.
Yeah.
We'll see if this one can support them, if anything, but given the force buy from before, yeah, it's still going to be stingers for the entire Thai squad. Look at Jeremy once again.
That's really good positioning and knowledge from Jeremy to know that if there's going to be an A play, they're going to have to play respectful for the shear, and you just tuck yourself in towards the mid window.
Ooh, and in with that as well. So Primi able to execute into the side, especially with the blind side, takes down Jesse Vash, but here comes Wild Oreo. And with that, instantly Talon recognizes what they need to do, trying to hold stairs and force Team Secret to get into exposed positions for the retake. Wild Oreo having to hang back now, but look at Jeremy perched up on top, and that's just going to be enough. A bonus round, well, somewhat being found for Team Secret, even against the stingers of Talon.
I mean, you throw an ass. He can get crunched upon.
Okay, still though, keeps himself tucked away inside of that smoke and stays alive. The second one coming up. Peeks at the right time, and ooh, taking down the spike planter. Envy out from the back as well. Flowers being secured, and back into main with the classic. Support from Jeremy, there it is. Down to just high, with the long flank.
Oh, that's going to be so long away, though. If he gets one kill, he could technically ult, but at that point in time, you'd expect Team Secret to already start that retake, right?
Yeah, there it is. I think Cruz buying a little bit of time for Jitboy's in with a guided salvo, and here it comes now, trying to bail himself out of the position. He has found his value, though. So impact frag, there it is, and Wild Oreo needs to gun his way into the site to reaggress. 2GE will provide that assistance. Meanwhile, the rest of Talon just trying to hold back True from around the pillars. Oh, a swing a little bit too wide from Cruz, and that's the punish. Down
the body block
left. And the body block is definitely going to help out. Guardian shots fired through, but no kills found. And the defuse stuck to map point for Team Secret.
They are really lucky out, and Cosmic Divide early before you've actually sniffed out that wall as well.
Yeah, that's going to be tough. Cosmic Divide kind of gone into the wind. Jit Boys down into the dust as well.
Yeah.
And that can't feel good. Not at all.
Yeah, you really can't utilize this ultimate at the moment anymore because it's just going to fail and you're going to be stalled out. Yeah, you put in an Armageddon at the back, but you're immediately getting just bodies of Team Secret thrown in towards the site.
And I think I just caught a glimpse of furrowed brows on Primy's face. First time I've seen that. Team Secret on the cusp of victory. Steel Garden barking away at the heels of Talon. They try to reaggress, they try to make do with what they've got up around pillars, but you gotta imagine it's just not gonna be enough as the entire site has been set up into a huge choke point.
Yeah.
Jeremy in for a kill, 2G for the spray alongside the Nebula, and Thai is just trying to dance around it, but look at this, every single player converging into his one position, and that will be on the other hand, all the way towards Southside spawn. He's sitting comfortably, looking for any potential rotates. The trip is aiding him as well, but he does get a little bit too curious, and you know what happens to the cat when he gets curious? Unfortunately, he gets slain, and that's going to be Jesse Vash now straight into Sands. A little bit more space afforded for Team Secret to launch this retake. Talon desperately trying to hold on towards A main, and they're actually doing it pretty darn well, especially with Primy on the corner right now. Killa instantly helping out as well with the classics, finding the taps through. Player tucked inside, 2GE, shoulder spotted. But as the Marshal reloads, bolt action.
Plant, refracting out, and you're playing post-plant utility spam. This, I'm calling it. I reckon they watched EDG, because they've done this.
Yeah, we'll see if it does go to the winner's interview with Talon. But for now, Cruz marking the back this time, takes down Jesse Vash, spots out Jeremy as well, just as the smoke was about to bloom. Off towards the other end, though, Team Secret will still be able to break through in from Arcade, in from Canteen perhaps even. Well, no, actually Canteen is where Team Talon are looking to play around. Up around the bottom, but here we go, in with the utility that we're looking for, but yeah, it's kind of gone, taking too long. Waller is stuck it all the way through, and Team Secret picks up the round, along with some kills. I reckon Talon were trying to, going through from tunnel, but they met a bit of competition from the other end by, you know, players like Envy, so good job from Team Secret as well, as they continue to go in for a bit of a pinch play. Thai, though, being able to fire right back against the push out from A main, but here it comes, a couple of trades, and Waller will find something here and there until Cruz, the leader of Talon, finds some under his belt as well.
Yeah, costing Primy his ult though in the grand scheme of things there, so coming in towards a round later on, he won't have access to that, but you will presume. Absolutely.
Secret off to the eco, you know, it's definitely going to be tough, especially with the Bucky on Jesse Vash. I would imagine it would be on Jeremy, but
roster actually. Yeah, it is very unknowing on what Team Secret are actually going to be coming out with as well, right? So it's kind of questionable on both sides, and it really does mean that, this is just the eco by the way, it really does mean that there's a lot of a promise on making sure your mid-rounding and your ideas in this map are built in the map.
True that. And speaking of that, you know, it's going to be a bit of a mid-round play. Jesse Vash trying to greed for a little bit more, but unfortunately does get gunned down. His teammates now trying to go in and collapse even further through. Unfortunately, we'll get hit by a fault line. 2GE getting gunned down. Now Primy off towards the other end with the Outlaw, taking down, trying to time it at least. But nonetheless, a very successful round from Talon.
Yeah, really well done. Besides, you know, losing Cruz and Jitboys to the eco, to the Bucky, and the Vandal, I guess, going towards the B site where we're having counter rolling thunders come in, and the Armageddon towards the tower location. So Primy and Thai are going to be able to dodge that one, but there are kills elsewhere.
Yeah, closer towards Arcade. Jesse Vash, though, able to fire back as well. Maybe able to claim tower off of that, but now Jit Boys out from spawn will be able to find something as well. Down to it at the very end. It's just the spike not quite yet planted, but also Team Secret trying to stabilize themselves all towards defender spawn.
And Thai, he's got the orbital strike, so Jeremy, he has to play with all of his years of experience and expect where Thai might be playing from. The relay bolt goes on in, they're trying to overwhelm him, a double stun again. He's taken down. Now it's the priority for time, because, Quack, the spike's not planted.
He's gotta go in for it. And look at this high-low setup. Oh, almost an opportunity though, until Jeremy goes in for the bit of keep themselves reined in. Now though, letting those reins loose, it's gonna be Jeremy in with the overdrive. going for a bit of a pinch play on towards north side spawn. Jit Boys will be able to answer back, but still Jeremy pretty much so far so good. Meanwhile, on the other end, reading that pinch play, it's going to be Talon looking for the aggression off though, 2GE.
The thing is, Dying Cruz, they can play really deep. They don't have to be anywhere near the site.
Hence, just playing these positions. Killua out from tower as well. Actually, all the kills were
Here that he could actually be there.
Oh, wow. Did Cruz just avoid that stealth drone?
They have an idea that Jit Boys was here. He's not going to be able to be answered with, rather, because it's just the pistols.
Oh, they don't know.
It's okay.
A little bit of positioning. Unless Cruz falls to the weapon, but no, okay, so far so good. Those are going to be the kills as well as the positions being secured. And a very successful A take. Cruz even hanging on back for the rotation coming through. A tap found, and all that's left is just Envy.
Flawless round to come on through from Talon. Feels like there's plant down. Remember, they did have the Armageddon still available as well earlier on to combo out with this orbital strike. So now, Quack, 5 versus 5 retake with Team Secret. Hello, 2 quick ones.
As well as those shots in towards tower, the kill trip being broken might have given them some information as to where some of the Talon players might be. Armageddon being sent through as well just to buy a little bit more time and space for Talon. And Jit Boy snuck through his own cage, right up from behind. He's infiltrated the base. He's looking for further shots, but there it is. A bit of a stun, a bit of a shot front from 2GE, and now it's just down to the post-plant utility from Talon. Incendiaries and shots being sent through from Thigh, and a triple kill to pick up the round. Talon are still very much in the driver's seat. Very much so, and now into the eco for Team Secret to try to stay tucked away behind sneaky positions.
Yeah, it's a bait play at the moment. Get out the stun, double peek on out, but it's absolutely read by Talon. There's more members in the backline to swing, so they're even potentially reading the possibility of these little strats to come on out. Jeremy, yeah, good for one at the end of this one here, Quack, but that's pretty much all she wrote.
Couldn't agree more. Well said, Komodo. Truly appreciate the insight. I mean, everything was just fully read, even down to the final kill, just Envy. And we do have Jit Boys somewhat marking his position. Footsteps heard, and that should be the headshot to the very end. It will be an 8-2. And as we kind of take a look
back of it at the moment, you've got a great rotation towards this A site, and all the utilities starting to come on down. Does anyone jump into the trip at the moment? Can you try and find the kill on the back of it? The answer is going to be no, as Jit Boys and Cruz start off the party. Look at all the trades at the moment.
And at the same time, that's just going to be Talon looking to get the spike down, but it's been lost. Incendiary instantly deployed by 2GE to keep Talon away. Smokes still at hand. Thigh trying to mark positions with crosshair placement, but ooh, good little flashpoint Primi for the trade. And he comes back in, goes for the taps. You just can't deny the one-on-one.
Stall, Rolling Thunder with Armageddon, not gonna find any kill value.
Okay.
But they are going to start to get in towards the site.
Yeah, a little bit more time being bought, but look at this, just quick enough, and it's going to be Jit Boys to open up the doors. They find Jeremy as well. Overdrive denied. Primi continuing forward. The bait setup works, and it's all being read. Team Secret trying to play alongside it as well, with a bit of a flank being set up by 2GE. If he finds his kill, it's going to be Orbital Strike, and that would be lovely. However, you do have the corner being marked. Killua will be able to deny any opportunity for Team Secret. Just Envy left.
Yeah.
And we've seen him in this spot before, Komodo.
I mean, you got no money going into the next round. You're not even afforded. Well, actually, it's the last round. There's minimum 3 rounds left in this map.
He's going to hit it at one point or another, but for now, we're looking for some rounds for the side of Team Secret, straight into its A main, as well as Dish. A bit of a trade being found, but it does alert Talon as to what Team Secret's intentions are, and Team Secret will fall at the hands of Cruz, as well as Thigh. Instantly up for Jit Boys on the top of B Tower, and he's marking everything inside the Cyber Cage. Right underneath, though, there might be a player sneaking on through. Jeremy off the other end, and there it is. 999 kills, and that's the 1,000th for Jit Boys. On the other hand, though, Cruz continuing to hold down True alongside Primi with that Outlaw, denying any potential entry for Team Secret, even with the Force. Envy, though, close range, looks to pick up the weapon, has to reload, and with that reload, Jit Boys might be able to circle closer in. Jump shot in with the Judge, has a couple more pellets through. Primi looking to lock down the angle as well. Kill on towards the other end. Envy just trying to go in for that sneaky strafe shot just to try to steal the kill away, if anything. You got 40 seconds, dude.
Yeah, but he's stuck. That's the problem right now. He's stuck and they're playing a double lineup and he's not going to be able to do anything. Killer up for the ending on that one.
Any weapons. So it's definitely going to be tough against a Talon that's feeling this rejuvenated, especially with Jitboy's up to 1,000 kills all across Pacific.
Ooh. Yeah, and Primi just taking that outlaw from the previous round as well. Envy, dead to right, it's down for count. Little by little, things start to really feel dark at the moment for Team Secret.
Yeah, quite so. Oh, Primi off with the outlaw as well. Killua down to the final one. And
to see itself with the rotation here from Team Secret already.
yeah, everything all being red. It's a map that both teams are very comfortable on, so I do expect this coming out from Team Secret. Jesse Vash, the Yunk, starting things off. 2 kills already to his name. Primi, even with the Frenzy, not quite doing enough, and that's going to be just Jitboy. Wait, yeah, not a lot of time. No way you win the round. No way you walk into a Link even. You have to watch out the back first, and there he does.
Well, I mean,
you also Alt.
Yeah, you are playing a Cypher. It did get nerfed recently, so it's no longer the 6-point ultimate. So you want to take something away. You're getting 3 ults on the end of that one. I mean, you'll take it.
Went well, especially when they gather information off of Primi's shield being popped.
Yeah, and this is really quick from Talon as well in towards the C site, where you actually have a change up from Envy. The Cypher utility is over here, but focus on those first 2 kills for a moment as we look to establish a spike.
Yeah, quick enough. And that's the trip's already gone as well. But Jeremy looking to slide back into action. 2 kills. Cruz, tough shot for 2G to hit for sure. Still though, nonetheless, it's information enough for Team Secret to confirm it. This is where Talon are. While they hang back over onto B though, an unsuspecting 2G gets tagged up. Down to just Wild Oreo and Jesse Vash now, and a secondary peek. Cruz just finding the numbers right now. Down to just Jesse Vash, and he tries to spray it down. Cruz might have fallen, but Thai is here to pick it right back.
Play, you pivot around the map, and you have to act accordingly. You have to have a good decision making, and you don't have to do it in English either. You do it in your native language. It's quick.
Oh yeah, that's always what the Thais would say, Swaimak. But anyway, over on to the next round, it's just down to A Long, and Kilo is able to fight back, especially with long-range weaponry. A lot more armor-piercing rounds as well. Team Secret tried to, play point-blank range with some shotties, but it's not quite working out the way that they wanted it to. So on with a drone, further information being gathered, as well as around C. Talon are just doing their...
Slightly interesting one, not gonna lie. There's gonna be an early duel, a hunt of these pistols.
Yeah, but a good anticipation coming out from Killua nonetheless. I mean, yes, we might have used the newer...
to go, but they will make their eventual decision to go towards A, where 2GE is suppressed and vulnerable.
Yes, cutting and masking noise. 2GE a little bit vulnerable, but still ready to strike back. Look at this, 2 kills, and that's enough value. Thai will be able to find the trade though, but is it gonna be enough to secure the site? The cam does spot him out, and Envy is in a pretty good spot to possibly fire and launch a retake right back. The fault line stunning them up as well. Down to just Thai now, and he kind of gets himself back in towards a safer spot, but still nonetheless not quite able to fend off the incoming retake. Team Secret takes one back.
Yeah, 2GE, when he to get a little bit of these early stages over towards Garage too, sending in the fake out, for example. So now that we've got a bit of a change up with a Judge here, and Envy as well to assist, it is very cheeky.
Yeah, definitely going for that challenge is going to be tough, but hey, Hunter's Fury will be sent through just to re-clear a bit more of that space. So even though Jesse Vash is on the other end with a Tejo, we do have some lovely Hunter's Fury so far on the server.
And Neural Theft goes out from Envy, however, so that's an opportunity for Jeremy to get a pretty quick flank where they know that they are still going in towards this site. Gorgeous kill trip from Envy, and a second as well.
And further on into Garage, possibly, until Thai denies that possibility. That said, though, we still have that flank, as you mentioned, Komodo. Jesse Vash holding out the exits as well. The only option that had to find an answer to this.
Yeah, and if you want to go back in towards Garage and for a C-split, you're going in towards 3 members now, though. You count the Breach, you count the Neon, you're still sending it.
Wow, and send it they will. And Armageddon being sent as well as Jesse Vash.
The fact that you did bait out the Armageddon in this one, you're kind of okay with, in the expectation that you might not win this one. But spotting on out, seeing what the Stingers can do. Maybe Jitboys is going to be good at 4-1 on the tail end of this one.
Just going to have to walk around and possibly find more towards that Neural Theft once again. But look at the distancing between some of the Team Secret players. Definitely anticipated it actually will be, though. It feels as though it was quickly read by Team Secret as well. But look at that. Primi trying to steal one player away in towards the kill contract. Does find the frag as well against Jeremy, and down onto it's the next. It's Envy who finds another one. 3 to his name, and off towards Talon, just trying to hold down the back of sight. They're being surrounded. Jit Boys needing to watch all over the place, but unfortunately, he's only got 2 sets of eyes, so that's going to be Team Secret being able to retake the site once again.
And again, it's Envy, making sure that there's a couple.
That was a round where everything was set up for them, but still somehow in the execution of things, it all started to fall apart, especially when Team Secret comes in on the retake, now refilling space towards A. They are still able to
divide. You got Neural Theft to play on the back of a kill that you get as well, and I mean, if Jeremy wants to, he can even lightning fingers and zip around.
Possibly right now, especially with the fault line at hand. He does slide in a bit of a zip, not too much around, but still, nonetheless, a good kill to secure a strong position into possibly another retake. Still though, Killua trying to fight back, but not quite enough as Cruz is kind of separated from his teammate back there. Slight C-splits. Nothing found though. Reactions not quite baited out from Team Secret either.
Oh, I do like Team Secret really changing a lot of these trips, so as well, just while we've got the eco here, you can see over towards the C site, right? The expectation that Killua is going to be sending in a gate crash towards the back of the C site, and then you potentially get a kill. So, yeah, I really like the ideas, you know, there's adjustments from Envy, who's having pretty sensational maps so far.
Yeah, a lot of it being marked. Or even not just that, just...
Oh, will they walk into it?
Positioning themselves together. There it is. Walks straight into it. Maybe a bit of a shot for Envy. The Rolling Thunder being sent from Wild Oreo as well. But here comes a Hunter's Fury out from Cruz. Does tag down 2!
Yeah.
2GE now has to find the remainder of the frags. Does find Cruz, but look at that. Jit Boys instantly noting his position, able to fake out into Garage again, Komodo.
Yeah, but it's expected by Team Secret at the moment. You're really only getting value from it if you're having a trap wire there that the fake out's able to find. So yeah, that's that's a headache for Jeremy.
Slight pixel, yeah, definitely. You know, I imagine you'll feel a bit of a headache if a bullet gets put in through your skull. So, still, on towards the other part of the map, it's 2GE.
Cruz caught off guard there. Potential radar looking because his team is on the other side of the map and he's looking for some sort of mid-round comms. Unfortunate, but it does happen. Regardless, his team actually manages to get in towards the site. Wild Oreo a little bit too overzealous, not expecting them to
kind of secure a lot of these angles and positions very firmly indeed. Team Secret, it's going to be tough for them to break their way through unless you're able to find something, especially off of this heaven position. Paranoia sent through though, and 2G only able to walk away with just 1. Does repeat for another, almost possibly finding Thigh, at least until he
be up through towards Long and this far ready for the A hit.
At least still in position. The stars are there to kind of support them as well. Jit Boys, though, not expecting players on the C site. No, sir. And now it's going to be Primi in with a kill contract. Pulls a player away. He wins it out in the gulag. Envy's still alive. And yeah, you're absolutely right. He's able to hold down the site because of that. Continues to go for the next swing. And that's the 3rd kill for the guy. Salvos to flush Thigh out of position where... And behold, he's able to find the frag against Envy, actually. Thigh now continuing off to the next kills, but now pushed back because of the relay bolt from Jeremy. He's running out of time, and that's going to be the round for Team Secret already. Wild Oreo, of course, to put that for how Talon's playing things. And they've started out with early A presence back into C now. A 3-stack for Talon on the A-long position.
Yeah, Dimensional Drift to spot out some information, but you've got nothing to get info over on A-long. This is one of the problems with this composition if you're not playing your Sova near you as well. Trying to get in, though. Primi on the back of that shield is very... ambitious to get in towards this site for his team to try and win out this round, and Quack, now it might actually happen. 3 versus 2, a lurk to come out.
Wow, and he manages to kind of hold it back. Primi, though, spots out the barrel, and that's going to be the kill found. Cosmic Divide only holds them off for so long until Primi gets a sniff of...
Lineups are going to play differently in this switch-up.
Yeah, quite so, especially with the double initiator for Team Secret. Right now, though, Talon pushing all the way out from C. They spot Jesse Vash. That's going to be quite deadly.
I'm liking as well that the gate crash is available for Killua back towards the A site now, that he can play spot out with Cruz and then get out of dodge as well. They've already found an opening pick. They're switching in towards a double lurk now, though Envy's lurk a little bit better. Primi gone.
Okay. Does kind of call in for a bit of a mid-round play, possibly back into B. Jeremy being able to hold out towards A lobby, finds another one as well, but unbeknownst to them, Jitboys has completed his push all the way through and finds more outside of A lobby. The spike's been dropped. Killua pushing on the offensive right now. Envy trying to hang back, trying to find some isolated angles. Alongside the Cyber Cage, though, that one's out from Jitboys, so trying to see if anyone's on the other side of that thing. Trying to bait their reactions away, especially with the camera being tripped as well, but unfortunately for him, it's not good. See what Team Secret can do, maybe to rob some guns away. Outlaw, though, I imagine that one's going to be pretty tough to sneak away. Meanwhile, majority of the forces are pushing down straight into B. Observer catching the kill from Killua. Very lovely, something that Prius is not able to do. But anyway, still is going to be Thigh now, watching over on towards the other side of C-Link until Envy dives right in with that Guardian. 1-on-3 situation, just as we saw from before, but it's the Outlaw that ends it instead.
Yeah, Outlaw always about. This is tending towards A.
Yeah, at least reading very well in the macro game, both sides, that is. Jeremy, though, looking to zip in as well, and he's managed to sneak behind enemy lines. Wild Ori will be able to fire back as well, and that's going to be enough to disperse or force Talon to disperse
Information around the map, because it's kind of copy-paste from last round, right? Jeremy's tucked in through long late. No drone yet to come out from, well, Cruz has already used it rather, so they're going to reposition and find an opener.
Well, there it is. A bit of a surprise.
2GE positioned anywhere that they can quickly switch it out and gain favor somewhere else, right? So it really does come down to, in this 30 seconds, trying to see what you can do. Get drive-by'd by Jitboys, and you kind of have to funnel in towards B. You've got no options left.
Yeah, that's your only choice. At least they do have A as well as C-Link smoked off, but Jitboys will be happy to continue pushing out of Garage. And with that, marking the position towards the back, Jesse Vash eliminated. All that's left is just Wild Oreo. Spike might be planted, but how are you going to survive this one? No chance in hell! It's going to be Thigh to get the round. Once again, Talon equalizing the score, Komodo.
Not a single point of damage towards Talon's body. They really need to rely on funneling out these kills if it does still look towards the C site, because a bit of a pause in the moment for Team Secret.
Before they recollect themselves into Garage once again, but there it is. A trade right back, and Cruz has to hold. He manages to do just that. Instantly reading the play coming out from Team Secret. He finds the last one, and Talon put themselves in the...
How you are going to position Jeremy up for any of these fights.
Well, at least now they've kind of snuffed out where it is, or where it's going to be. Still, though, looking to barrel on through. The Star's completely placed up, looking for some of these close-range duels, but Killua manages to bail himself out.
These members of Talon.
And possibly trying to bait something out as well. Okay, a lot of salvos and presence being made known, and that allows for 2GE to find an unsuspecting Primi around Garage position. Thigh, though, will be able to fire right back. And it's a kind of blubber, bit of a word. It's going to be Cruz in with the op this time, out from A Heaven. It's just retaining control across the map. Yeah. Spike will go down, though.
Good ping. Both players spotted out. Dimensional drift in from Kilo, actually, as well. It's just going to get out of it. And, yeah, find both of them.
Yeah, especially the flash out from Thigh as well. And that's just another one of these rounds where Talon right now, at the very least, they have managed to push a lot of the attention away from A long, and that allows for Team Secret to push up a little bit further. On the other end of the map as well, though, 2GE is going to meet a lot of attention.
Out 2GE makes things a little bit more difficult for Team Secret. A lot more difficult, actually. You still have a Rolling Thunder and an Armageddon. You kind of have to use them to get in, yeah.
All right, they will use it. They've broken the trips, and here comes Jeremy sliding in, looking for a bit of a kill. Unfortunately, though, Jitboys does what he does, and he sneaks through with a cage, in with the Neuro Theft as well, and Jeremy just tries to hold on to his position. It's not going to be enough. Jesse Vash has to bail the entire team out of this one. Ring around the rosy, around the boxes. He has utility, but no chance to pull it out just yet. He has no idea where his opponents are. They find the angle just as a tough spot for Team Secret to be in. And of all the rounds to push down C with a duo, Talon does it on the previous one. And now a bit of a desperation play on the overdrive. Instantly met with a lot of resistance. The Hunter Sphere being sent through just to confirm as well. Still though, a bit of a lurk from Envy outside of B, and he does find an opening. In with the Cyber Cage now, spots yet another. Dinks Jitboys even as well. Cosmic Divide out towards C, and that allows for Team Secret to get the spike down safely.
Aftershock available for Wild Oreo. Could buy a little bit of time. You know, you've still got 2GE alive, so you would expect to grab well eventually too. Jesse Vash has the salvos.
Well, still trying to work around it. At least managing to secure the positioning around C-Long. And down to it at the very end, just C-Link. Probably no opportunity right here.
Yeah, but if he removes any of these guns, it makes it a little bit easier for Talon in the next round when you consider that they've got a lot of credits to be able to play with as well. But it's not going to happen. Jesse Vash finds Die, and teams...
Quite sure what value was found from that.
Yeah, no Sova, remember, so these trap wires can be a little bit more annoying.
Oh, with the paranoia as well, just completely locking them out of there. In with the kill contract too. And it's Primi on a one-on-one. Goes for the taps, gets the kill. Instantly down off to it.
Well, I mean, are they
Limbo.
looking at you through the dark cover? They're not. I thought that this was a bait trip. I thought that trip was actually one of these trips that was expected, but it's not. Jitboys has actually missed the trip.
Trying to send it out at least, but can't quite use it because he was suppressed. Repositions around the star.
He wants the call.
Oh my gosh, has to go on in. It's gonna fake out that spots him out though. And that's now 2GE trying to refrag. Sprays on through, but not quite enough as the crouching high-low out from Talon puts them down in the ground. Talon, what a way to retake.
I thought Team Secret had... But it's also some silence on the back of that utility, and that's going to be a little call for Talon to stretch their wings down mid. They've spotted Envy, and there goes the guy that you've been relying upon a lot on Team Secret in this map to get the kills, to bring stability, to find information.
Wow, the list goes on,
The list goes on, it really does, yep.
Instantly silenced, and that cannot feel too good. The flash being sent out, but instantly being dealt with by Cruz as well as he sneaks on through. Jesse Vash gone, and down to the final three. Trying to march their way in towards the A site, but the trips in front of their faces as well.
Yeah.
Jitboys has a great position to spam away through the smokes if needed. There it goes. Gets the first. And on to the next as well. They are completely dismayed by the dimensional drift. Primi for the final frag. A flawless round for Talon. The final score on the map of Haven.